Konnichiwa, it's Phil Spencer here from Xbox, and I'd like to invite players in Japan, across Asia, and around the world to tune in to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show 2024 broadcast on Thursday, the 26th of September at 7 p.m. Japan Standard Time. We hope you enjoy the show.
How's it going, folks? Welcome back to another video. We're going to be looking at the Tokyo Game Show. Phil Spencer has came out and made this little clip for the 26th, I believe, of September, when the Tokyo Game Show actually goes live. And we do have this message from Tom Warren. Gonna be worth tuning into the Xbox Tokyo Game Show next week's stream. Well, Game Show stream next week. I think it's about 30 minutes long. I believe we're going to get really big game announcements. Of course, this could go the polar opposite. You never know now when it comes to Xbox. And, well, the trolling could be in full force here. But the rumors have been rampant. Now, I know that Final Fantasy 16 is in development for Xbox. I'm surprised it didn't really come out with the PC version in line. But maybe the development of the Xbox version was kind of staggered before the PC version. I don't know, but the reality is it's in development and it should arrive soon. I'm hoping that we're going to get an announcement at a Tokyo Game Show. We still need a kind of formal announcement of Final Fantasy IX Remake. We kind of had multiple hints from Yoshi P about Final Fantasy IX, and we've also heard it from other places. Final Fantasy VII is the weird one. I know a lot of people are waiting for that one, but there is a case where I think Square Enix is going to wait until all the games are released. I reckon there's a stipulation in the contract for that to happen when it comes to Xbox only. Now, the games are, like Rebirth was exclusive for 3 months, and I believe that was for PC, and for Xbox, I really do feel like it's a Sony thing to do, to kind of restrict all games from the Xbox platform as much as they humanly possibly can. Now, I do suspect that Final Fantasy, whatever the new one's going to be called, is going to maybe land in 26, maybe 27. 26 seems like a good date. And as we know, the Pro is now in line to fall within that period. The next generation Xbox is in line to fall within that period. There isn't going to be no PS6 for another at least 2-3 years, based on the information that we have. So this could be a good time to drop a revamped kind of better version of Final Fantasy VII all in one go on the Xbox platform. So it'll be interesting to see how that plans out. But outside of Final Fantasy, there are other games that I'd love to see. I'd love to see some of the more indie games that are, the upper scrolling shooters or the side scrolling shooters that kind of have gone away, like Dude on Patch and stuff like that. Raiden is another fan favorite. So maybe, during the 360 days, these games used to be quite rampant, and I know they're super niche, but it'd be nice to see these sorts of things coming back. But obviously the biggest talking point here is going to be around Final Fantasy and whether it's going to show up, and I genuinely believe that it will be showing up. Pragmata is another one that could make an appearance. Now, Xbox has had a pretty bad time in the Far East, so outside of the gaming sphere, it would be nice to see them making announcements for, studios and partnerships that they're actually working with that will bring games over to the Xbox platform. I think this would be a really good place to at least kind of tease the handheld device, because we know, again, in the Far East, handheld gaming in terms of PC, Switch has been absolutely dominating. And therefore, it's like the perfect opportunity on the biggest stage for the Far East to actually get this out there and, make them aware that this is something that Xbox is working on. These are the features and capabilities that will be coming with it day one. And we hope you're excited for it. We've already seen an uptick of Xbox games coming to, not Xbox games, but Xbox consoles being sold in Japan. We also know that if you exclude Japan, Microsoft's market presence in East Asia is actually around 18%. That's actually, is it 18%? I think it's about 18% that I saw. That's quite big. All they need really is to balance that out with Japan and get them on board, and you could be looking at like a 22-23% market share between Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox. Don't get me wrong, it's still the minority, but from where they were during the Xbox One era at like 1 or 2% to now be somewhere potentially between 18 and 23%, that's a massive improvement in uptake and just sheer popularity and just sheer market share. So that's actually really, really good. I'm hoping that, I know this is a Japanese based event, but maybe we'll get some partnerships with the Chinese companies as well, because they are growing and developing. We've already seen Sony trying to move into these and get a foothold in them before anyone else can, so they can get those exclusives like the Wukongs, like the Stellar Blades. They are actively trying to take games off Xbox customers, so Phil Spencer, if he is taking the console seriously, should be doing the same, trying to put Xbox first. At the end of the day, I don't care if they go to other platforms, just bring them to Xbox. Whether it's a paid item or a Game Pass item, it doesn't matter. Just let them be available for those to buy it, and that's what I would love to see that sort of thing here. There are a few other games that I'd love to see. Maybe Resident Evil 9 hopefully might make an appearance over here. There's going to be a bunch of games, I suspect, in that 30 minutes where they talk about just, third-party games that are going to go multi-platform but are getting revealed Xbox first. What I don't want to see is them giving... I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind developer directs. They're actually cool, but that's not what this is. So giving each studio 10 minutes for a 30-minute segment and only revealing 3 games probably isn't what we're looking for. I don't know. That's my thoughts on this. I do hope that this is going to be a good show. I am going to try and stream it. I'm looking at what Tom's actually saying here. Gonna be worth tuning into the Xbox Tokyo Game Show stream next week. I'm gonna take that as a positive because why not? Right? I can see how this can be a double-edged sword where everything gets announced for PlayStation, and I know there's going to be people in my comments pretty much trolling with this, and you know what? Knock yourselves out, whatever you want to do. I'm going to take this as a positive for Xbox gamers, and hopefully we'll get to see, not just the mainstream of games, but we'll be able to see other games that are niche. I mean, we've already seen Atelier Yumiya announced for Xbox, the first one ever. Maybe we'll get the Riser series announced as well coming over to Xbox. These are games that Xbox fans have wanted for a long time. The Tales series, they've wanted these for a long time. Maybe there's, plans in motion right now to make that happen, and I am all for it. I'm excited for the Tokyo Game Show. I hope you're excited for the Tokyo Game Show. I know it's only supposed to be 30 minutes, so maybe I can jump online. It is happening, I believe, on a Tuesday. Don't quote me on that, but if it is, if I can't make the actual show, we're definitely going to be watching this and covering it in its entirety on my stream on that day. So if not, if it's not on a Tuesday, actually, let me double check. Let's double check. Let's have a quick look. It's actually on a Thursday, so being on a Thursday means that it's the day I stream, so it still works. So if I can't get on during the day, which I'm going to hope to do, I'm definitely going to check this out at the end, in the evening when I go live. That said though, what games are you hoping to see? Resident Evil 9, Pragmata, which hopefully should be there, the Final Fantasy 7, 9, 16. I genuinely don't believe 7's going to be there, but Pixel Remaster might make an appearance. Lots of opportunities for Square Enix to get involved here. Lots of opportunities for Sega to make announcements that could be cool. And a lot of these more niche companies like Falcom and Funcom to come along and make announcements for Xbox. Who knows? We could be in for a big surprise. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that discussion. And let me know what you are hoping that the Tokyo Game Show will reveal to you as an Xbox fan on the show. Phil Spencer seems really excited for this, like he is every year. But I think this one could be special. I think this one could be the one to finally help them break through into the Middle East. Well, into the Far East, not Middle East. And we shall see. Well, that's it, folks. thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.